Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from a huge milestone for Kanye West, who joins a legendary list of rappers thanks to a new report, more from the DOC, who recently explained why he loves and respects Eminem, and more on Eminem's curtain call album that's doing crazy things in 2022 so far thanks to a recent report. And we'll start with Kanye West, and check this out. Kanye West has now sold over 15 million pure albums in the United States. And boy, though this is a huge milestone that's only been achieved by a few hip-hop acts, more on this in a bit, but reactions to this report shows that a rivalry between Taylor Swift and Kanye fans is still very much alive, as this was flooded with debates between the fan bases. On one end, Taylor sold north of 40 million. Taylor truly made him famous, huh? To which a user responds, no, she just has 50 albums and 1,000 versions of each song. And believe it or not, with this came the ratio on this occasion. But while fans were debating, another report revealed that Kanye West has now joined an elite list of rappers. Kanye West has surpassed 15 million pure album sales in the United States. He's the 11th hip-hop artist to reach this milestone. The others are Eminem, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nelly, Beastie Boys, DMX, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Outkast, 50 Cent, and MC Hammer. And on a side note, when you check out the list, you'd notice that a certain narrative doesn't hold up, as it's clearly dominated by the creators of the genre and not the other way around, like we are led to believe these days. Eminem's just the, in quotes, exception that proves the rule, hence his lyrics on the Kamikaze song. And back to the list, some are surprised that Kanye is only just joining. Wait, Kanye didn't cross this mark till now? Laughing my bum off. I presume people thought he moved more units than 50 Cent, when 50 Cent was actually the third biggest rapper of the 2000s behind Eminem and Nelly, according to Billboard. Sometimes a simple, in quotes, wow, I didn't know, would suffice, as some spin was on the way in response to the initial user who was surprised. The user responds, what? There's so many rappers debuted in the 90s and haven't crossed this mark yet? New artists in 2010s have unit album sales more than pure album sales, when in actuality, 50 Cent debuted in 2002, Kanye in 2004, just 2 years apart. Kanye is certainly no 2010s rapper, hence this reaction to that. Kanye debuted when pure sales were high. He's not a 2010s artist, he's not Drake, Kendrick or Cole, he belongs to another generation. Kanye's graduation moved 957,000 units first week, pure sales. He's certainly not part of the streaming generation. The facts just show that it took some more time to catch up to acts like 50 Cent, that's all. And back on topic, what do you guys think of this list? Moving on, the DOC shared some more on Twitter, linked to Eminem, and yes, many brought up Eminem questions to him on Twitter that sparked takes like, you see why people get pissed off with his fans, they're so obsessive. This is a legend in the game, and he's getting inundated with questions about M. I'm an M fan, but his fans need to chill. This was after he answered a question about his favorite Eminem verse, and the DOC shared his thoughts on the Eminem questions, which is where he also revealed why he has love and respect for Eminem. This take in response to the user complaining about Eminem fans first caught his attention. We can't help that if he likes M, they gonna ask him all about M, they have a mutual respect for each other, it's what the stands like to see. Besides, MFers on Twitter dragging M for the 100th time, it's getting annoying, but I can understand what both of y'all meant though, either way, lol. And DOC reacted to this first, you'd have to be around E and I to understand why I have so much love and respect for M. Has nothing to do with rap and everything to do with the character he's shown me ever since I met him. Same guy a zillion records later. And when the same user added this to his response to why people get pissed at M fans, and I get it as a stan, I'm all for people being hype, but damn, ask that man something else besides what M is doing, laughing emoji. The DOC cleared it up, listen, I answered those the same way I've answered about Snoop, about Dre, about Easy, and every other artist or icon I call a friend. It's a blessing, guys, you can't blame them for God's favor. I lived through that, watch the DOC, you'll see what I mean. So how I see this, rather than get irritated by questions linked to icons like Dre and Eminem in hip-hop, the DOC sees this as God's favor. He's surrounded by greatness to this day. In Eminem's case, it's what comes with having millions of passionate fans around the world. Even a tiny percentage that are out of control would seem huge. Let's say 1% of all fan bases are crazy. For Eminem, based on YouTube subs for instance, that's over 500,000 people. Sheesh. And moving on, Eminem's curtain call that dropped in 2005 continues to destroy charts home and abroad. In the United States, it went diamond in 2022, and check this out from the United Kingdom. Top 10 best-selling albums in UK in 2022 so far, and apart from Ed Sheeran casually destroying his country of origin with 2 albums in the top 10, You can spot the 17-year-old Eminem album at number 9, and reactions like "Curtain Call" being 9th is so crazy, sneezing emoji. And to make matters ironic, it was just in December 2021 that media journals and hosts, mostly from the United States, made claims on Twitter that Eminem's music aged horribly during the Jay-Z versus debates. The numbers based on the UK population relative to the United States at roughly 5 times the population for Curtain Call, sales of 2.66 million so far would be the equivalent of 13 times platinum in the United States, so it's tracking ahead in the United Kingdom relatively speaking, and applying this to Divide's total numbers is even more insane, 19 times platinum US equivalent. And speaking on Eminem's run in the United Kingdom, perhaps it's time, as back in 2018 when Kamikaze broke UK chart record, Eminem reacted with a statement. Does this mean I get to call myself Sir Eminem? Over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.